The late adopter. Hi guys, how you doing? Welcome to Bitcoin Daily, 9 a.m. Central European Time. On the dollar we do this show because we gotta know what's happening with Bitcoin and our altcoins and everything else. Right now it's not 9 a.m. but it's pretty close. It's 16. Sorry to keep you waiting, with the intro is 60 minutes, but I had to wake up a little bit before we started. How's everybody doing in the chat? Bridge Cable, Keita, Ferit, Andrea, Batch, Anthony, Thrice, G, Keta, Shimriki, Heinzen, how you guys doing? Welcome to Bitcoin Daily. So in this video we're gonna check out what's been happening on the weekly time frame. We got 8 red weekly candles, and on the 4-hourly this triangle is just not breaking out. It's doing it so slowly, so the bullish movement towards the upside, it's very, very weak, guys. Bulls are weak, bears are strong. Bears are just waiting. Bulls are not able to push the price even out of the goddamn triangle on the 4-hourly. So I'm gonna show you that, and it just looks weak, very, very weak. Hello from Australia. Pump or dump? I think first a little bit pump and then dump. Tiela, what's for breakfast? Coffee. Coffee is for breakfast right now. Good morning, you. How you doing? Am I drawing it wrong on my 4-hourly TA? BTC broke the triangle. I mean, there is different ways you can draw it. So it did break out over here, as you can see on the 4-hourly time frame. It did break out, but one more dump. Yeah, one more dump. Question: what do you think of El Capo of Crypto and his TA? I don't know who that is. I don't know who that is. El Capo of Crypto and his TA. El Capo of Crypto. I don't think I haven't. Capo official. Who is El Capo of Crypto, man? I don't know. I don't know who that is. Twitter guy. Oh, there is a guy on Twitter called El Capo of Crypto. El Capo of Crypto. Probably this guy. Analysis: swing trader, long-term investor since 2017, not financial advisor. Beware of scammers, no paid groups. Trading course. Okay. I forgot to add update chart here. Let's see up here. Some bottoms, some lines, some channels. Okay, no problem. Main target to 20,000 like everybody else is looking at this. Well, he doesn't use any kind of weird stuff, so far. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah. Let's see down here. Is he using any weird stuff? Let's go to his media. He's using order books. Don't do that, man. Don't do that. He's using Fibonacci's. I don't know. I'm gonna check him out. I'm gonna see, what he does. But he does have a clean chart and nice lines, so maybe he does something right. Okay, let's start to see what's happening on Bitcoin, guys, and then we'll have a little bit chat at the end. So let's start with the weekly time frame up here, and on the weekly time frame, let's go to another chart up here. It's actually clean. We have actually a green candle on the weekly time frame. Finally, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 red weekly candles. This is historical moment of Bitcoin, of course. This has never happened before. 8 red weekly candles. It's the biggest dump in the history of dumps. If this isn't capitulation, I don't know what the capitulation looked like, but 8 weekly red candles, that's pretty terrifying. That's pretty terrifying. So right now we are going down. We said there is probability to get some kind of a green candle up here before we go towards downside. The reason for that is that we still got time until we get to the dump moon on the 30th. I'm going to show you up here on this chart up here. You'll see that this red line up here, that's to represent the new moon, and we are waiting for the new moon to come and actually, you know, to dump on the downside. We also said this triangle up here can fake out towards the upside around 31, 32,000, give or take, and eventually continue going towards the downside. We still expecting move towards the downside, but you know, whether that's gonna happen right now or out of this triangle, you know, towards the downside, do something like this and then dump, or it's gonna break towards the upside, hit resistance and then dump. How this actually gonna play out, we don't know, but we got our, you know, right now it's 23rd of May, this is around 30 May, we got around a week's time. So over here, if we, you know, start going up here and actually close this week above this line up here around 30,300, we don't have to go, you know, all the way up there, you know, for any kind of green candle, but we can get a weekly green candle just by staying up here a little bit. So more, you know, more move towards the upside, something like that, more sideways movement. We will get a weekly candle and we will break the 8 red weekly candles in a row. So this can definitely happen. I'm still looking, you know, possibilities to both still downside and towards the upside, but this looks very bad, very it doesn't look bullish. It doesn't look bullish because we are using so long time to actually break the line and go up here. Let me just see up here. Over here it looks like maybe it's already breaking the line and so forth. I think we have pretty much broken out of the triangle, but we did that before over here, for example, and right back down again. We did a weak move above the line before, and right now we are above it, and maybe we're retesting it back on the backside, and maybe we're gonna you know, continue going a little bit slowly towards the upside. So how this does actually look, is this actually bullish if we go up to 31, 32,000? It's not, you know, it's just a small move towards the upside. Any kind of bullishness needs to break this this resistance around 31, 32,000. It needs to get up here and, you know, to get some kind of bullishness, you know, continuation towards the upside, but right now we are not even close to that. And this move up here, although we are getting out of the triangle, there is no, you know, impulsive move out, there is no bullishness out, it's just slow climbing towards the upside. You can also see that we use the you know, pretty long time to actually get out of the triangle over here. We managed to get up to the, you know, resistance 1 time, 2 times tried, 3 times tried, then 4 times back below, then 5th times got rejected, and right now on the 6th candle, 6th 4-hour candle, we managed to actually break out of the triangle. And that's very, I mean, you did manage to get out of the triangle, but you know, it's very weak because, you know, you're using so much time to actually get out. You're using so much time to actually get out. So anyways, we are outside right now and we are pulling a little bit back. We still got some kind of 3 hours and 35 minutes on the next candle. If this for whatever reason breaks on the downside, that's gonna be very bad. Let me show you some nice lines up here on the chart. Let's remove the moving averages up here. So what I'm going to show you right now, that we have been having on the 4-hourly lower lows for a very long time, higher lows for a very long time, and right now we are getting a higher high. But if this last candle moves to the downside, that's going to be again a lower high. So let's start. We can start up here. You know, there was this high up here, and then we created the next high up here. You can see this is some kind of high, then it created a lower high going towards downside. Right now, people might actually think that this is, you know, higher high again, but it's not, because this is engulfing candle. So we are not looking at this part over here. We are looking at the next level down here, and that level down there. You will see right now we are still getting this lower high. So let's remove the previous line up here. So you can see right now that, you know, the lines are going towards downside. So over here we did create again a lower high over here, and this was a lower high again. And then you might say, man, but this higher high, this is going towards upside. It's not, because this again engulfing candle, so we create another lower high. So, you know, we are creating lower highs all over the place. And then we came down here, and again we created a lower high. Let me just remove these other lines up here above us. You can see we create again a lower high. This engulfing candle, so we are not looking at that. A lower high again, and then we try to, you know, go up above that, but again bearish engulfing candle right back down, so we are not counting that. So this is not you know, higher high, this is still a lower high, and we are still continuing going on downside. And you'll see here that we even try to, you know, get a back up here, and we create another lower high, but you know, we continue towards upside. So right now this is the first time on the 4-hourly time frame where we do have a higher high up here, where we have a trend change, and that's very good. But we still got 3 hours and 33 minutes left. So if this candle pulls back below this line, pulls back below this line, that's gonna be a rejection. Still, it's gonna be a higher high. But if this candle pulls back below, down here below 31,147, if this candle pulls for whatever reason all the way back down here, that's gonna be engulfing candle, also a lower high down here again, right? So we still need to wait like something like 3 hours at least to get this, you know, higher high confirmed. You know, that would be a small bullishness on the chart, but you know, it does look very weak overall. Still not very optimistic about anything. You know, I'm still waiting for the new moon to actually hit this triangle up here. This triangle up here is following. It is kind of breaking out, but it is kind of very slow. It is very slow, and it doesn't have any kind of bullishness whatsoever. DXY, let's go check it out. You can see down here that DXY right now, this is on the 4-hourly time frame. On the daily time frame, we are actually breaking the trend, so we are pulling indeed back towards the downside. Over here, it might actually indicate that, you know, Bitcoin is coming to some kind of bottom. I was actually thinking that DXY, dollar index would actually, you know, pump over here towards the upside. Unfortunately, didn't do that because that would be actually quite nice, because we would have, you know, another dump towards the downside, and then we could dump big time on the downside. But right now it looks like it's breaking this secondary trend up here towards the downside. So this move towards the up, you know, it pretty much looks like it's you know, coming to an end. Even on the weekly time frame, it looks like we are actually pulling a little bit back down here. So we're gonna see if this, you know, line up here, you know, continues towards the upside up here, or what's gonna happen. There is still, you know, possibility that this is gonna pump towards the upside, like we said, but it's not pumping just right now. So right now it looks like it's falling down. We need to still a couple of days left, you know, to see how this, if this is gonna go up and get some kind of bounce, because it's not gonna just, you know, go in straight line down. There will definitely come a move towards the upside. Now when this move towards the upside actually comes, I'm not quite sure, but when it does come, we are expecting Bitcoin to dump on the downside. I don't believe that Bitcoin again will you know, create any kind of bottom down here. Without actually going up for a little bit longer than, you know, how many days was this? This is like almost 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, like 2 weeks. This is like 2 weeks bottom. It can be looking, this can be seen as some kind of double bottom, guys. Let me show you up here. So this over here can be seen as some kind of double bottom. We need to, you know, to confirm this double bottom, you need to get above 31.3 up here, and just like we saw over here, you know, that's almost in the ballpark area of the resistance up here at the top. So we need, you know, some kind of move up here above the line. Now this 20 moving average is coming very close to this this stop up here, where we're gonna confirm the double bottom. So if we can manage, you know, to climb up here and then break this towards the upside, maybe even break the resistance up here, that's gonna be pretty bullish move towards the upside. We are still not calling anything like double bottom. It can be a double bottom, it doesn't have to be a double bottom. It, you know, can, but you know, we need to still, you know, to break up here. If we just go up here and get rejected to the downside, you know, there is that, and you know, it kind of, the bullishness is kind of lacking. I think the bullishness is lacking. It's just going too slow. So we're gonna see how this actually plays out. S&P is pulling up a little bit. I think the last time I saw, yeah. So the Dow Jones is pulling up a little bit up here at the top, but it's not very much. I mean, it very slow moves. The same thing goes for S&P 500. It's a very slow move towards the upside. Let's check just you know, the nice map of the markets. Norway is down minus 0.02, but everything else is up in green. Moscow is only one that goes up like 2.5% towards the upside. Let's check out Moscow chart over here and see actually how the Moscow is looking, because it is just going back up there again. So you can see here it was, you know, going slowly down, then it dumped big time and just been climbing very steadily towards the upside. So right now even Moscow is going to come to this resistance, where it's get rejected by this or break up. It could be looked at some kind of, you know, lead-in bump and run pattern that breaks this and then it continues in the other direction. Whether that's going to happen with Moscow, I don't know, but Moscow has actually been performing Moscow Exchange has actually been performing better than you know, our markets. Our marks, you can see up here, we actually managed to close weekly below the 20 moving average, but right now we are breaking it, so we didn't have to actually break. So this can definitely pull back down again. I don't know why this is actually going this much up. Maybe just dumped too much too fast, so it's pulling back a little bit. So we're gonna see how that actually plays. Overall, Bitcoin is trying to break the triangle. I don't know if it's gonna be able to do that, you know, forcefully, but you know, the bullishness is just not there, guys. The bullishness is not just there. Bull go up the stairs and bear jump out the window. Yeah, bulls go out. Bulls go up the stairs like this, and bears like jump out the window. Bits likes to pump on Tuesdays after breakfast. Maybe. I'm waiting for the market open. Well, markets are right now in green, so I think it's gonna be green day. Does it count as a bear flag on the daily? No, I don't think so, because I don't see the bear flag. I did see, we did pull up these lines down here, something like this, right? There are too many break. How did we draw this? Something like this. Maybe something like this, give or take. It's such an ugly line, man. And this is so ugly, man. This is so ugly. It's very ugly. It's very ugly. I don't think this is it. I don't think this is it. There are, of course, you know, lines, other lines that we can draw on the chart. You know, you can say it's something like this. So this you know, hasn't, you know, broken out yet. There is a reason why this can be the line. Then you can use the bottom stuff, right, for anything up here. This doesn't look legit at all, so might be something like this up here. So maybe it's a triangle, you know, maybe it's a triangle, maybe it's a bigger triangle that we didn't get out of. You know, there are other options, but it just kind of looks weak. It just looks weak. I like that, you know, we managed to pump up here above the moving average. We're still consolidating up here, trying to break the resistance, but maybe if we break the resistance, we'll see some, you know, some movement towards the upside, maybe even some volume, because volume is kind of non-existing right now. Let's go to daily time frame. You can see even on the daily time frame, the volume is just, you know, plummeted to zero almost. So something is definitely gonna happen. Whether that's going to be towards upside or downside, we don't know. It does look weak, but it can break towards upside. But you know, it more than not looks like consolidation. You know, pennant down here at the bottom of the chart and just consolidating, and it is breaking the 20 moving average, trying to go up here. But can it go up? Yeah, definitely going up. So I think maybe it's gonna go up. More likely right now that it's gonna go up than down in the start, but the problem is that I don't know how far up it's gonna go, right? We don't know how far up it's gonna go. We don't know where it's gonna get rejected on the downside. We don't know where a pullback is gonna come, because I don't believe, you know, this is just gonna go up to, you know, a million, you know, right away. So there will definitely come pullback. How much will we pull back? Will we pull back, you know, all the way up here to some kind of 40k, then consolidate here and, you know, do shebang? That this might be the bottom that we missed, you know. So, you know, that it can definitely be that, but, you know, we gotta wait for that. We gotta wait for that. John Nolan, change the name. I got my green name back. I had to change bank account and change my Google account. I even changed my wife just to get green name back. Time to break out. She Nolan, John Nolan. Good to have you back, you know, with the green name. You know, I'm sorry about the wife. I don't know if you're sorry about that, but, you know, I'm sorry about the wife, you know. But there are a lot of other wives out there, you know, so it's all good. Doing anything for a green name. Anything for a green name. Do you think we are watching Bitcoin, or is Bitcoin watching us? Now that's deep, man. That's too deep. That's too deep. Bear flag on daily, but I don't think there is any kind of bear flag. Maybe. Let's see up here. Maybe, I mean, something like this down here. Maybe. It's kind of weird line. It's kind of weird line. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. I mean, maybe it's a It's not a bear flag, it's a flagging towards the upside that we said it can definitely break towards the outside. We've been analyzing this pattern up here, looking for a bullish wife. Greetings, Sebastian. Anyways, guys, that was, you know, a quick and dirty update on what's happening with Bitcoin right now. I'm not bullish. I'm still waiting for the new moon on the 30th, so, you know, around a week's time, give or take, until we fall further towards the downside. I think the accumulation phase already started. We had some kind of, but just this is, I think we got a more, you know, shaking to go before we actually can call some kind of move towards the upside. That said, maybe this week will close in green. There is big probability for that, but I'm not looking at any kind of big numbers or something like that, right? So, you know, there is resistance that needs to be broken, there are supports that need to be held, and so forth, so forth. It looks very weakly, it looks bullish, but very weak bullishness, so, you know, maybe that's how these things starts, but, you know, oftentimes you will see some kind of movement. The volume is lacking. We are coming out of this you know, triangle up here. The move soon will happen. The volatility will kick in, the volume will kick in. What's gonna happen after that, I don't know, but we are waiting after this new moon to actually decide whether this was the bottom or not. So, you know, I'm sitting back, I'm waiting, I'm not doing anything. I'm out of market. I'm, you know, and I know people are, you know, some people are feeling FOMO, some want to buy in, some want to do this instead, you know, but I'm just waiting. You know, if I miss out, I miss out. You know, you gotta be a little bit relaxed about these kind of stuff. Falling wedge on linear scale from top to here. Maybe morning till like green week. Yeah, maybe green week. Maybe when you're not looking is when it always happens. Yeah, maybe we should close our eyes, stop looking, go out, look at the sunshine. By the way, it's very sunny today, you know, and this is one day that's sunny in the next week, so, you know, I'm gonna, you know, spend it well. Anyways, guys, I gotta go, I got stuff to do. Thanks for stopping by. See you again tomorrow, 9 AM Central European Time on the dollar. We're gonna do this thing over again. Okay, guys, that's it. Bye-bye. And hit the like button on the way out. Bye-bye. Oh.